I go to work, bitch.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Stoneblock 2. My name is TheUnluckyFew and today we'll be going over a few more quests.
Excuse me.
Hello?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I'm still here. In the corner.
In the corner, hang on.
I'm trapped in a cage.
A cage, you're not in the COVID protective base then, no?
No, I'm not. I'm not in my bunker.
Right, okay, because you were showing signs of COVID, so I thought it best to jab you in the arm and then, well, leave you to your own devices. You must have taken care of the rest of it. Let's see if we can find you. No, you're not in here.
I'm in the corner of a room.
Are you in the tutorial room?
Yes, I believe so.
Let me come round and have a look then. Right then, where are you?
Help me. I'm stuck. I will shoot you.
Can I just take your temperature first?
No,
Hang on, I'm in creative. I can just go up here. Okay, fine. Yeah, you seem good. Let's open this door for you. There you go. No, you won't get up.
Damn door.
Yeah, it's good. Why do you have two guns? Did you think you could beat COVID with a set of guns? It don't work like that. It's a virus.
Well, I mean, if they die, they die.
Okay.
Nah. You know, shielding the sword wasn't working very much. They wouldn't keep their distance. I thought if I pull out a double revolver, they might take a few steps back in the other direction.
Well, it works for me. So, and our last episode was going through our quests. Now, I've completed a few because I've had to do some things over here to show you what to do, but that's another episode. But I did promise that I would, oh dear, go through the, where are we? The Transmutation Tablet. Now, believe it or not, this is what you're going to need. Now, the cow shards, I believe, and Bingo will back me up on this. You get the cow shards from fighting the chickens. Is it up in the end?
Yeah, those like special chicken things.
So
yeah,
we fought quite a lot. We've also shown you how to make the energy condenser Mark II. You have to do that through the Draconic Evolution injectors. We've shown you how to make red matter, so you should be able to make red matter blocks. We showed you how to make the neutronium ingot. If you remember, I'll just quickly shoot over here and I'll show you. These machines in the corner here, still in the same place from when I was doing it. If these machines up here, these neutron collectors, you just leave them up there and they get the neutrons, and then you have to turn the neutrons into a neutron ingot, neutron nugget, and then from a nugget into an ingot. You will use a lot of these.
Why is there a rabbit in the corner of this room?
I think he might have been in with the chickens and I let him out.
There's two. Why is there so many rabbits? Why is there three rabbits? I'll shoot you. Wait. Hold on, I can't see. Oh, there it is.
Okay, while Bingo gets himself some.
I just shot a rabbit.
Target. Yeah, there's three more in there. Right, I'm going to go back to over here anyway.
I just modded a poor rabbit.
You're a bully. Right, so like I was saying, we've shown you how to do the neutron ingot, how to get the cow shard, how to make the energy condenser. I think it was a couple of episodes ago we showed you how to make the black hole unit. When it comes to these end stars, now I'm sure we've made an end star on here, but if we haven't, what I shall do is I shall jump into this crafting table and get rid of that. There we go. So we're coming to this, we're going to there. Now, to get the dragon's breath, you have to fight the second chicken. The second chicken. If I get my false taste back in again. The second chicken. Now, we put on some real good armour, and the armour allowed you to fly. You have to stand in front of its breath as it fires it at you with an empty bottle, and that's how you get its dragon's breath. I would certainly only do it once, because if you do it more than that, you'll probably die. We've already shown you how to get a Nether Star, and how to make the black quartz. Prismarine shards. Prismarine shards, you have to use Guardian Essence. You can make from Guardian Seeds. There we go. There is another way. You can get them from loot boxes, and I think it's the common ones. Now if you followed us week on... Really? Really? If you followed us from week on week... Yeah, don't worry, it's just a trader going through. If you follow us from week on week, you'd have seen that we made a mob spawning area which was like auto spawning and auto kill, and then these are the chests we got. We had them drummed through with all these other items, the coal and the I forgot what that's called now, drop of evil. Then you got your bone, stick, carrot, all this stuff, and now he's turned into a pig. He just really likes to have a fun, doesn't he? So yeah, so you can get those items from these. So hopefully, if you've been following us, like I said, week on week,
look at the
you would have the same items that we've got. Now, out of all this stuff on here that we've shown you, the only thing we haven't made yet is this Hdpe sheet. Now, I thought this would be quite simple. Does that look simple to you? Because it took me hours to work this out. So let me start with the very, very basics, the very, very easy. You can forget about these chests and about this second one sitting up here. This was just to give me more of the gases I need in here, because this machine takes it as a gas and turns it into a liquid, because you need a liquid to go into here, not a gas. That took me hours to work that out. So first thing you're going to need is a crusher. So build yourself a crusher. It's very, very basic. We've got our power sources are sitting behind them. You can't see it here. No, you can't see it this side either. Oh no, I haven't got a power source.
What the hell? Why is it so big?
What?
Why is this gun so big? Why is it so big? What the hell?
Oh dear, you are small. The gun is massive.
Why is it so... I just pressed F5 and I just see me holding the biggest gun in the world.
Wow.
Hey, you want a gun?
Hey, don't shoot that. It's like a cannon. It'll take a wall out.
Look, it's tiny. It's tiny, but apparently when I hold it, it's big. It is big, big, big. I'm now going to disappear. Water. Where's the water? Can't move.
Oh dear. Well, getting back to what I was saying, make yourself one of these crushers. You have to nominate. Well, if you click on the power, it just says it sets it all as power. All I did was, because I wanted to make this automated, I stuck a well, I did, and then I broke it. I stuck a chest on top, a storage chest, because storage chests hold a lot more items.
Excuse me.
And all I've used is an end IO conduit for items to draw from that and to put into this. Now, what you need to do is you can put any sapling in here at all. I think you can also put wheat in here as well. Let me just check that. So I've been using all these. I used all these. I used the dark oak, the acacia, the jungle, the birch, the spruce, and the oak. But if you've got lots of wheat,
there's a portal in the room. There's a portal in the room.
Hang on.
There's a very weird little portal in the room.
There we go. I've got a stack of wheat. Now, if I put wheat into here, you will see that it will start slowly turning it into a biofuel, and the biofuel is what we need, which then brings us on to the next machine. So this will make it, and because I've got this set up, it will automatically go into here. Now you need water and you need hydrogen here for this to work. Now the easiest way I could think of doing it, where I won't have to keep running back and forth with buckets, I've put a aqueous accumulator down there in 6 blocks square, 2 blocks deep, so it's got its constant water source. I connected up some Ender.io fluid conduit to each of them, because this one needs water as well. So this is your pressurized reaction chamber, so it will feed it the water it needs, which is this slot here. But to get the hydrogen, you then need to get yourself an electrolytic separator. It will produce hydrogen and also oxygen. You will be using both. So the hydrogen, which comes out on the left hand side of the device, this is just some gas conduit from Ender.io, or you can use this here, which is basic pressurized tube. You connect it to here, then to here, but you have to tell this machine and this machine where this is. So in this machine here, no, it looks like it does it automatically. Or is it this one? No, it's this one you have to set up. So you can put your energy in and out, so it's all set, so if I connect energy to any side, it'll accept it. But then you've got your fluids. Now the fluids is the water that comes in the bottom. And then on this side here, you've got your gases. Now you can nominate which is your inlet and which is your outlet of gases. So I've got the side as nominated as gases. So the sides, because hydrogen is a gas, this is a gas pipe, you need to plumb it in there. So once it comes in, it will then fill this up, which will then enable you to make these, which is the, I'll just grab this as it comes through, thank you, because we need to make the substrate. And this is still only one, oh I can't put that back in now, it's still only one part of what we need to do, which is why I made two of them, because it also makes a byproduct in here of that of this stuff in here, ethylene. So there's a lot that goes on here. There's a lot that goes on. So the easiest way to do it is put a crusher down, put your stuff in the crusher, and then use an Ender.io conduit to take it to the pressurized reactor chamber, where it will place it in here, or you have to put Ender.io down so it places it in there. You've got the water underneath, and you've got a machine that's making your hydrogen. Now this also makes oxygen, which is also needed for the next part. So in here you've got your liquid ethylene and also your oxygen. So to get your oxygen to this machine, you need to place down another gas conduit from Ender.io, nominate it as I think you have to nominate it as extract and insert, and then tell this machine that you've got gases coming in. Where the gases are coming in on the left side. I've got all of it doing its gases, but it doesn't really matter as long as it does. That down there is just a power supply, which is from that thing over there. All these machines have them behind them, hidden in the wall. So we've got your wheat going into there, then it's made into biogas, so it goes into there as biogas. The water that comes into here makes the oxygen, which goes into this machine, so you have water and oxygen, which then makes your substrate. Your substrate is then pulled out, and I have mine filtering across to this machine here, because this is the next part we need to do. With this machine, all you do is add water. You then have to tell it that you want the oxygen put into this machine. So again, it's just placing down another gas pipe. So you've got your extract and input. Place another pressurized reactor chamber down. Now your oxygen is being supplied from here, and it'll put it in this chamber. Your substrate is being passed through and put into here, which makes your Hdpe pellet, which mine are all stored in here. But to get the the liquid ethylene in, this is the part that got me. You have to take the ethylene that stores in here, and also in this one here. I did too, because I needed vast amounts of it to get this to work. And please do not use a gas conduit, because I spent the best part of an hour trying to fill this, and it just would not. It put so little amounts in. So I then turned to a basic pressurized tube. Now it fires it through to the point where it's filled it. So don't make the mistake I made, spending 2 hours trying to get this to work, because it won't. Use this basic pressurized tube, and they're pretty easy to make. This is a rotary condensator. Yeah, I'm sure they put these words down here to tongue tie us people when we try and do YouTube videos of it. And all it basically is you just connect a power supply to the back of it, like I've done. You don't need to tell it what comes in where and what goes out where. It seems to sort it all out itself. So my power supply is at the back, giving it constant power. That's this line here. The gases that are coming in this side go into this chamber. It then condenses it to a liquid, which is why I've got a fluid conduit the other side. Pumps it out and around into here. Now you will need to tell this where your liquid's coming in. Otherwise, if you don't, your liquid won't get in there, and you'll be sitting there for hours thinking, well, why is it not filling up? So all this we have to do just to make one of these. It's ridiculous the amount of machines and plumbing you have to do to make this work. Now once you get these HDPE pellets, you have to put them on a crafting table. You put 8 in a circle and it gives you 1 Hdpe sheet. This is the only thing I've not shown out of all these items that are in here how not to make. So this is why I had to do this. So I'll just run through this one last time, just so that everyone's got it, because I kept being interrupted by, you know, some trader. Yes, Mr. Trader.
Got a flamethrower.
So get yourself one crusher, place it down. You can stick wheat or saplings in there and it will turn it into a biofuel. Your biofuel needs to go into your first PRC. Your first one, you need to make sure it's got water, and you need to make sure it's got hydrogen for it to work. It will make this ethylene as a byproduct. Do not worry about this building up, because one of the processes will take all this out. You then need to make yourself a electrolytic separator. I tell you what, I'm having some trouble today. I'm having real bad trouble today. An electrolytic separator. It will take water and break it into its 2 component parts, hydrogen and oxygen. Now make sure you put the pressurized reaction chamber on the right and the other pressurized reaction chamber on the left, because the hydrogen will come out the left of it, which is why I've got that machine there, and this machine here which takes the oxygen is on the right, because the right outlet is here. If you get to places anywhere else it won't work. It's got to be on the left side for this one, hydrogen, right side, oxygen. Then we come to this part here. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky, because you've got your oxygen in here, you've got your substrate you can put in here, but you need to get your liquid ethylene in here. I suggest using a basic pressurized tube from your first pressurized reactor chamber, which is the water and the hydrogen. Run it straight out the front, telling it that the gases must leave the front, output dark, and run it down to a rotary condensator. This will then take it in as a gas, turn it into a liquid, because unless it's a liquid you can't put it into this machine and it won't make this. So in a nutshell, that is all you need. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines. So you'll need a crusher, then a pressurized reactor chamber, an electrolytic separator, another pressurized reactor chamber, and a rotary condensator. Take a good look, ladies and gentlemen. That was a minefield. So once you've got your pellets, place them down like this, make yourself a Hdpe sheet, you're going to need a few of them. Let's have a look here. You need 3, 6, so we need 12. So you need to make 12 of them. All these machines, all that work just to make 12 of them. Mental. So once you've done all that though, you then end up with all this in here. We've shown you how to make all the other items in here because we've already done them in our episodes. Even the transmutation table. So grab your item, pull it down. Quest completed. Did your quest come up as completed as well?
I don't even know. I've got 131 things to do. Oh my.
Oh well, I will just.
Oh yeah, this is done.
Yeah, we'll just go through mine then. So I can now tick that as being done. Ignore these. This is going to be the next episode we do. And I got a troll, so I don't remember what that was. Probably a troll glove. So not as long as I thought it was going to be, but there is a lot of machines to make, and there is a lot of pipes to make, and a lot of waiting. It will take some time for this ethylene to build itself up. Mine's only building up now because this tank's actually full, and this tank's actually full, which took hours to get to it. So I hope you can appreciate that I didn't want to rush through this too much. That's why I went over it twice. There is a lot to take in. If you don't want to use Ender.io components, the pipes, the gas pipe, fluid pipe and the item pipe, you don't need to. I just put these chests down each end because I wanted to show it from the very beginning and working through the machines to the end product, which is what we need, which are these. But like I said, in this crusher you can throw any saplings in there, doesn't matter what type, and you can also use wheat. I haven't tried any other items, but you know, give it a go, see what you think. So yes, a little bit shorter than I thought, but to be honest, there was no use dwelling over it. There's quite a lot to do. If you are not sure about how to make the other parts that I showed you, then if you have a look through my series and my episodes, you will find everything you need to know. With everything we do, we've already made, and we've shown you how to make it. For instance, we've got to use a load of red matter and black matter on making this armour over here, and also for using some of these machines. Now if I run through here, this is where we made our neutrons, which we showed in an episode, and right down here, this is where we showed you how to make your alchemical coal, your Mobius fuel, and your Eternalis fuel, all the different types, and showed you how to make these machines, set them up so you can have get loads of stuff. I run through here because it's all connected up through Ender.io, and it is all stored in these chests here, that one, and that one. So we've got 1984 in there, 1984 in there, and 1984 in there. Well, we're consistent, if not anything else. So all the items that we make, we store in here, and we also, that is also connected up to all of these in here as well. So our bonsai trees, which are in the next room, all come into here, where you get your coconut, your bananas, your pears and all your bits and pieces, as well as your saplings. As well as we've got the chorus fruit and chorus blocks, all the wood, sticks, leaves, anything that comes off the bonsai tree goes in here, and all that is accessible in that machine there. We'll show you all how to set it all up. We've been over everything we've got in here. We've shown you how to build. There's nothing in here we haven't shown you how to build, well, apart from this area here. This is Bingo's corner. I mean, look, he made a ballroom for us with a cake on top. Lovely fella.
It's a lovely cake.
So anyway, you put a load of balloons in here. Oh my god. See, I do all the technical stuff. Show you how to build it all and how to progress in the game. And Josh finds all the toys to play with. Guns and balloons.
Yeah.
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 So, thank you very much, everyone. Like, subscribe, comment. Don't like, don't comment. We don't mind.
Don't do anything.
Don't do anything. We don't mind. We just enjoy making these little videos. I know it's been 7 months since I made the last one, but we're getting on top of it now. So, thank you very much, everyone, and goodbye.
In a bit.
In a bit.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.